So it's another busy week for President Trump as he's expected to host NATO chief Mark Rutte at the White House this morning. It's going to be an impactful meeting after teasing a major announcement regarding Russia's war in Ukraine.
All right, let's get to the details. Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy joins us with the latest. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning. President Trump is no longer speaking like a neutral mediator between the Ukrainians and the Russians, who thinks that both Putin and Zelensky are both being stubborn, like he did when he first came back for the second term, because the Russians keep getting more and more aggressive. So now President Trump is teasing a 1-2 punch to hit Putin where it hurts. Some new sanctions for Russia, some new weapons for Ukraine.
We're going to see what we will see tomorrow, okay? We have the Secretary General. As you know, Europe has announced sanctions. But I am very disappointed with President Putin. You know, I thought he was somebody that meant what he said, and he'll talk so beautifully, and then he'll bomb people at night.
The new plan is for the U.S. to send weapons to NATO and for NATO to reimburse the United States for the cost of these weapons on their way to Ukraine.
I haven't agreed on the number yet, but they're going to have some because they do need protection. But the European Union is paying for it. We're not paying anything for it, but we will send it. It'll be business for us, and we will send them Patriots, which they desperately need.
The president's first order of business today is going to be that Oval Office meeting with the NATO Secretary General. NATO's original purpose, of course, was to deter Russia, and the current Secretary General, of course, is the same guy who a few weeks ago in the Netherlands called Trump Daddy. Back to you.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. So do you expect, Peter, could there be a situation where he says, I'm just signing the Senate sanctions? Do you think that could be that simple? I'm going to be signing off on it?
He could give it his blessing and let the Senate get those things through before August recess on their way to his desk, which would be a signal to the Russians that President Trump is really, really mad, but it would take a couple weeks for the sanctions to kick in. But yes, that is entirely possible today, Brian.
All right.
Thanks, Pete.
Thanks so much.
I mean, it's just, I kind of signaled this early on when we were discussing this. Just hold. Putin is going to overplay his hand. He's going to frustrate the president. The president just wanted a deal. He wanted the war to stop, and he wanted to seem like an honest broker, be somewhere, even though he knows Putin is a bad guy, he wanted a deal to be done. So he didn't want to go out there bashing him, irritating him. And then Putin didn't want to work with him. And he would say something to the president in the morning and night, just unleash on Ukraine. And so I think what we hear is there's going to be offensive weapons in this new package deal, as well as some sanctions.
Well, and our president keeps talking about the civilian lives that are lost. Attacks have injured and killed so many Ukrainian civilians, including a drone attack that happened right before President Trump made that announcement about we could have major announcements this week. But he was interviewed about it on the tarmac on Friday, and the day before there was a drone attack that damaged a maternity hospital in Ukraine. So they're going after pregnant women and babies and doctors that are in these hospitals.
So what's so interesting is that the EU is with us every step of the way. NATO is with us every step of the way. So everybody's on the same page. This new German leader is interested in purchasing Patriot air defense systems from us, and then he's going to give them to Ukraine. I mean, that's how this is. Merkel used to be like, oh, we don't want to shut off the oil and gas. Now they might put up 500% sanctions, tariffs on any country buying Russian oil. That's India, that's China, so that's Iran. So anybody who's buying Russian oil and gas, even if you Brazil, then you're going to get it. So are you going to keep doing it?
That's right.
So that is a huge move. And also, we got $5 billion in frozen assets here for Russia, $300 billion in Europe. Is it time to unfreeze it and give it to Ukraine and say, now use it to get weapons, go after them?
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.